If you're in perimenopause, you might have noticed some really unusual changes to your body. Perhaps you've noticed that you don't have as much mobility as you used to have. Perhaps your hips are a little bit stiffer, or you notice a bit of back pain. That's quite a common perimenopause symptom. Another thing you might have noticed is that you lose your balance. You might fall and stumble or feel a little bit clumsy. Another thing is you're not moving as quickly or thinking as quickly, and we could call this brain fog or forgetfulness, and these are all parts of perimenopause as well. But there are some movements and exercise that can help. And another area that we need to pay attention to is the lack of strength in our core, which is going to help us move safely and with strength if we maintain some core strength as well. So with all of this, you'll be thinking, well, how am I going to find time to do mobility, balance, agility, and core exercises with my daily walks and my 2 to 3 times a week of strength training? And here's what you can do. I do a once a week, about 15 or 20 minute session called MBAC, Mobility, Balance, Agility, and Core. And I think of it like a physiotherapy style workout, and I do it on one of my kind of recovery days because it's not really intense. It's more mindful for what my body needs right now as I go through those menopause changes. In actual fact, I've used this right throughout perimenopause, and now that I'm in postmenopause, it's something that I continue to do because as I'm aging, I want to ensure that I'm giving my body the best types of movement and workout that I possibly can. So join me for a short, what I call MBAC workout, a few movements that's not going to feel like you're doing a hardcore workout, but you are going to feel something, and you should feel something that feels good for your body. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on some mobility. Okay, I've got a whole lot of exercises we could do, but I've just picked 3 or 4 for each section. So we're doing mobility. We're just going to start by rolling down. The feet are hip distance apart. I'll face this way. You're going to tuck your chin in and just roll down, curve through the spine, slide your fingertips down past your calf muscles till they hit the floor. And if you need to bend your knees, do that, okay? Let your head hang really heavy. If you haven't noticed, I've got Jones sitting in the shade right here. He's grown quite a lot since our last video with him. And then tuck the tailbone under, here he is, and then just roll up. And it's like you're kind of bending and flexing through your spine. So your spine does lose mobility as we age. It's kind of one of those things that you think, oh, I'm getting old. But you can do something about it, something as simple as rolling down and rolling up, and you could do this at any point of the day. Roll the shoulders back, breathe in. Let's go one more. Roll down, just release through the spine, and then roll up and roll those shoulders back. Now we're going to do something for the hips. Okay, so there's different phases of doing this, so it depends on how stiff you are in the hips. Take your feet wider than your hips, toes facing out, and then just drop your hips down. Plant your elbows to the inside of your thighs, and then just rock from side to side, okay? And then start to put a little bit more pressure with the elbows to the inner thighs, and just move your body from side to side. Oh, that wind is nice. Okay, if you want to go further than this, you can take a full Malasana pose, Malasana squat. So drop your hips down, hands to the heart in prayer position. And this might not suit everyone, so if you haven't done this type of movement before, come back to the other version. But really what we're trying to do is maintain hip opening and hip external rotation, because this is one of the things that deteriorates quite rapidly as we get older. Hello, puppy. He wants a part of it. He's very, very clingy and needy right now. All right, come on up. All right, the next thing we're going to do is Cobra, which is like opening up through the spine. So come down to the ground. We might get a bit of exposure from our puppy here. Come onto the top of your feet. I've got my shoes on. You might do this barefoot. And then start from the floor, hands by your shoulders, and then just press with the hands to roll up into a half Cobra. So you're rolling the spine up, eye gaze is forward, squeeze the elbows in, and then exhale down. Just going to do that a few more times. Inhale. So we're getting that flexion through the spine, pulling the shoulder blades back and down. And then exhale. And one more. And if you want to go a little bit further, you can actually push yourself all the way up and then come onto the tops of your feet. So you'll see that my legs are actually off the ground. Just balancing on my hands and feet. And then come all the way back down. Okay, to release through the lower back, come over onto your back. It's actually getting really warm here, so the floor's quite warm. And we're just going to take a lying twist. So bring a knee to your chest and then take it across your body and reach back with the opposite arm. And if you don't have sunglasses on, just close your eyes. Get a little bit of a suntan. Don't forget your SPF. The sun here in New Zealand is extremely harsh. There's no pollution, right? So we have to wear SPF like every day. Hey puppy. And then come up and over to the other side. Oh, he's licking my SPF. And my armpit. Ooh. Creepy. Hello, darling. He's so loving. He's so loving. And then just release and come on up. And that's your mobility exercises. So just do those 4 exercises and you can almost feel your body moving better. We're moving on to our balance exercises, and we've got 3, and they're really simple to do. So the first one is leg extensions on one leg. So you're going to lift your left leg, just bring your hands to your hips to get them out the way, and you're going to stand on one leg. And you might already notice, if you don't do this type of work, balance work, you notice like it's a little bit tricky. Bring the knee up to your hip level. If you need to, you touch the toe down, and all you're going to do is extend the leg out and bend, and you're going to do that 6 times. So it's a leg extension while standing on one leg. And just focus your eye gaze to one space. Don't look around like I did just then and fall over. And one more for good luck. Right, change sides. All right, so if we don't focus on our balance or work on our balance, you will notice how it worsens as the years roll on. Just 2 more. And 1 more. Good, so that's one exercise. Okay, second exercise. We're going to take airplane pose, or also known as warrior 3 in yoga. So there's different ways you can do this to set up. So start by sliding one foot back and put it on the big toe. Bring the hands to the heart to keep them out the way. Anytime you use your arms around your body, it's going to make it a little bit more tricky. So let's keep the hands out the way to start with. Then you're just going to tip the body forward, and when you're ready, you've got a little bend in your support knee and your feet are really planted into the ground. Use your core and then think about contracting through the hamstring to lift the leg from the floor. Then, like a pendulum, just tilt the body forward and lift the leg up, and you're just going to hold it here for about 15 seconds. Now you'll notice that maybe there's a little bit of movement through your ankle and through your knee, and that's okay. That's your nerve endings negotiating balance. Breathe, try not to hold your breath. 3, 2, 1. Step down, we're going to go the other leg. All right, so you can tell I've been practicing this for a long time, but I do notice that sometimes one side is better than the other. So let's go. 15 seconds each side. Squeezing into the back of the shoulders. Breathing, really focusing on that point just slightly in front of you. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, our third balance is what we call tree pose. So a lot of these are taken from yoga. So we're going to put one foot ground into the floor, and then lift the other foot and bring it to the inside of the calf muscle. If you want to, you can bring the foot right up to the thigh, but not press against the knee joint. Okay, we're going to start now. Take your eye gaze forward. Start with your hands at prayer, and if it feels okay, reach your arms up. Grow the tree, grow the branches. Once again, about 15 seconds here. Just focusing on that balance. You should kind of be aware that your mind wants to clear out. If you're thinking about too many things, it's actually really hard to balance. So just focus on your breath and take it down and change sides. So other leg comes up, hands to the heart, draw in through the belly, take a deep breath. If you grew your arms on the first side, do it again here. Now can you see I do have a little bit of movement in my ankles, and that's good, right? So we're teaching our body to negotiate in the event that we fall off the curb. We don't want to sprain our ankles or fall over, make it worse. So this is what this work is doing. It's actually really preparing our body in anticipation that we might have a fall. Only we've done the work, we've done the strength training, we've got strong bones, we're going to be great. So well done. Already done an agility workout, and so you just need to look through the YouTube list of workouts to find that one. It's specifically to do with agility. So we're just going to do 2 exercises today. The first one is a 3-2-1 run. So we're going to go step, 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 lift the knee, step, 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 lift the knee. And ideally, you're going to go faster. Kind of run your arms and your legs at the same time, from side to side. Now, a lot of movements that we do on the daily are just forward and back, and we don't often think about we need to go side to side. So this is actually very, very good for your brain. If you notice that you get brain fog, forgetfulness, a little bit of anxiety, this is good for that. Oh, he's going to chase me. I hope I don't step on him. One more. Jonesy. All right, next exercise is a side-to-side plank. So come down onto the ground, and what we're going to do, this will be entertaining, won't it, is we're actually just going to walk our hands and our feet sideways and then walk them back the other way. So it's a high plank, so you're using your core, and you have to use your brain. Your brain is thinking, what's moving next? Arms or legs? Woohoo! One more each way. Awesome. And moving on to our core, because we want to retain that core strength. Since we're already down on the floor, we're going to take what we call Spider-Man planks. They are quite challenging, so we're going to come down onto our elbows and into a knee-based plank. And then you come up onto your toes and you draw one knee towards the tricep and replace. Knee towards the tricep, replace. All right, so we just want to do 5 on each side, because this is actually really tough, but it's also time efficient. 2 more. Take your time. 1 more. Come down. Get right over onto your back, straight into the next one. We have oblique crunches. So we're going to take 20. Up and over. Jones thinks it's a game with my arm. It's very entertaining, puppy. So work into your obliques across your body. Really strengthening the core here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Go 1 more each way. Last exercise for today's MBAC workout is a plank shoulder tap, and once again you can do this from the knees. So take your knees hip distance apart, and then you're going to lift one hand from the floor and tap across to the opposite shoulder. Tap, tap. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Option to come onto the toes. So let's go. Trying not to roll from side to side. Keep your whole body facing down, and then just tap across to the opposite shoulder. That's 10 seconds. You should feel this right in your core, especially if you're keeping your spine straight and long. Your bum's not sticking up in the air. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, that was getting really hot towards the end. So mobility, balance, agility, core in about 15 minutes, like a physiotherapy session for yourself. If this is your last workout for 2025, congratulations. I'll see you in 2026.